Please stand for a moment of silence, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, Tornadoes. This is CTN, a Clearwater digital media production. Today is Tuesday, November 15th. My name is Alyssa DeWeese.
And my name's Kyle Courtney. Today we have your latest news and school announcements, plus this week's Day in History and a promotional video for Winter Drumline. So stay tuned because CTN starts now.
In your main news, sequestered in his Manhattan high-rise, President-elect Donald Trump is preparing to fill key foreign policy posts. Former New York Mayor Rudy Giuliani has emerged as the favorite to serve as Secretary of State, a senior Trump official said. Although Giuliani has little foreign policy experience, the official said there was no real competition for the job as the nation's top diplomat. However, a second official cautioned that John Bolton, a former U.S. ambassador to the United Nations, remained in contention for the key post. Both officials requested anonymity because they were not authorized to discuss the process by name. The New York billionaire also was considering tapping Richard Greenell as U.S. ambassador to the United Nations, a move that would bring some experience and diversity to his nascent administration. Greenell, who served as U.S. spokesman at the UN under President George W. Bush, would be the first openly gay person to fill a cabinet-level foreign policy post.
Despite last week's overwhelming vote to legalize medical marijuana in Florida, patients suffering from a list of chronic ailments won't be able to access the drug for months, and perhaps even longer depending on regulations expected to be crafted by the Republican-controlled Florida legislature. While Amendment 2 could be implemented by the state's Department of Health without input from lawmakers, the initiative's controversial roots, a similar measure narrowly failed in 2014 after being criticized as a recreational marijuana wolf in sheep's clothing, virtually guarantee a robust debate during the 2017 legislative session, which begins in March. At stake will be how medical marijuana can be prescribed and how long patients will have to wait before their prescriptions can be filled. Regulations governing the low-potency marijuana legalized by the legislature in 2015 require patients to obtain approval from 2 certified doctors, after which a 90-day waiting period takes effect. But extending the same regulations to the full-strength cannabis that will become available to chronically ill patients would be an affront to the spirit of Amendment 2, the initiative's supporters contend.
A water main break has caused a headache for some folks in Citrus County. A portion of Truman Boulevard in Beverly Hills remained closed until further notice. Yesterday, a water main break caused a huge hole in front of 11 Truman Boulevard. A vehicle that had been stuck in the hole had since been removed. Crews are still working to repair the hole and a detour has been placed. Truman is shut down from South Washington Street to South Barber Street. Officials are asking drivers to avoid this area. Now to Fabartha with your sports news.
I'm Fabartha Maliki with your sports news. The Lady Tornado varsity basketball team got its season off to a good start last night with a 77-14 victory over the East Lake Eagles. The Lady Tornadoes had 4 girls score in double digits. Aaliyah Williams, Naylin Rios, and Adriana Harvey all had 11 points, while Carrie Lee chipped in 10 points and Sophia McCrae added 8 points. The Lady Tornadoes will be back in action tonight as they travel to Osceola in an important district matchup. Congratulations to the Tornado football team for defeating Port Charlotte 27-16. It was their first playoff game won since 2003. They will be playing at Port Charlotte next week. Congratulations, Tornadoes. Tonight, our boys varsity basketball team will take on Jesuit in the Seminole High School preseason tournament. Game time is 6:30 p.m. Now back to Alyssa and Kyle with your school news.
Thanks, Vabartha. In your school news, the Interact Club has started a school-wide service project that lasts until December 5th. They are partnered with Paul's Project Foundation to put together care packages for families in the NICU. Items are being collected for families who are in the hospital watching over their sick loved ones. The first period class with the most items collected will receive a bagel party. Recommended donation items include toiletries, small games, books, socks, notebooks, and new blankets.
The Fall Reading Initiative has begun. Want to see Rogue One, a Star Wars story on opening day? To participate, log into Portal, click on the Mac and Via link, search for books listed on flyers throughout the school, and finally read. Pass the Reading Counts test, and you will be able to see Rogue One with the school on Friday, December 16th.
There will be a CDMP Thanksgiving party tomorrow after school in room PA5. Please contact the club's president with what food you would like to bring.
Clearwater High School is creating a new club for English lovers. The English Honor Society will be having a meeting immediately after school Monday, November 28th in room F8 to discuss applications and future activities. All interested juniors and seniors, please see Ms. Katz in F8 for more information.
There will be a Chinese club meeting on Friday after school in room D1 from 1:45 to 2:20.
Our Clearwater High marching band went to a semifinals this weekend. Out of 20 bands, Clearwater High got 9th overall. Great job, Tornado Band. If you're interested in marching band, please contact Mr. Sopko.
There will be an FBLA meeting tomorrow after school in room C4.
If any students or teachers would like to have an announcement made on our show, please email Mr. Gordon at gordonw@pcsb.org. If you're a student, please have your club sponsor or coach send the email. Now to Skylar with this week's in history.
I'm Skylar Negron with This Week in History segment. Let's take a look at the top 3 historical events, starting off with November 14th, 1965. American troops engaged in the first ground combat with the North Vietnamese Army. An estimated 1,745 American lives were lost in battle of the La Jarane Valley. An estimated 500 were wounded in combat. 4 helicopters were shot down and 55 were damaged. Overall, this battle changed the course of the Vietnam War. Now for our second historical event. We will be looking at the November 16, 1776 British troops captured Fort Washington during the American Revolution. Now for the last event in our list. We have November 7th, 1800, which is when the United States Congress held its first session in the Washington, D.C., in the incomplete Capitol building. Now back to Alyssa and Kyle.
Like us on Facebook at Clearwater Digital Media Production for a look back at some of this year's broadcasts. Subscribe to our YouTube channel by searching CDMP Digital TV to tune into our daily live streams and to watch the recorded shows in our playlist.
Check out the CDMP Clearlight running all day for new announcements. Thank you for watching CTN. Have a great Tornado Day.
This is Mr. Sopko. I'm the new band director here at Clearwater High School, and I'm speaking to you about our new ensemble called the Winter Drumline. That group is going to meet on November 16th at 3:30 p.m. here in the band room. And the goal of that group is to teach everybody how to play all sorts of percussion instruments, such as the snare drum, the bass drum, the timpani, and mallet instruments. I'd also like some synthesizer players if they're interested. We hope to form a good, solid group that will possibly go to a competition this year, as well as train and prepare for the 2017 Clearwater High School marching band. This year's marching band drummers did exceptionally well and received a superior rating at the MPA on November 11th at Dunedin High School. They're really great. We hope to double our membership next year and create such an ensemble again.